All right, let's talk nails. But we're going beyond the pretty colors and getting into a huge mix-up in the nail world. A real case of mistaken identity that could actually impact your health. We're talking about two chemicals, MMA and HEMA. They sound almost the same, but trust me, they are not.
So let me ask you this. When you get your nails done, do you have any idea what's actually in those bottles? It's a pretty big deal. You could be getting a totally safe, professional-grade product, or you could be exposed to a dangerous, restricted chemical. How can you even tell the difference? Well, that's exactly what we're here to figure out.
Okay, first up, a little chemical confusion. It all starts with one big chemical family called the methacrylates. And inside this family are the two key players at the center of this whole misunderstanding.
So in the nail industry, you'll hear these two names thrown around all the time. MMA, which stands for methyl methacrylate, and HEMA, which is short for 2-hydroxyethyl methyl ecrylate. Yeah, it's a mouthful. The problem is, people often treat them like they're the same thing. And they are absolutely not. They're kind of like two cousins from the same family, where one is a total rule breaker, and the other one, well, isn't.
So let's zoom in on the bad guy in the story, MMA. This is the one that's got a really bad reputation, and for some very good reasons. Let's break down exactly why. So what even is MMA? Think of it as industrial-grade stuff. It's used to make hard acrylic plastics and resins. And yeah, way back when, some salons started using it because it was super cheap and made nails hard as a rock. But that same super strength, that's exactly where the trouble started. So why is it restricted? Well, that crazy strong bond was too strong. We're talking it could literally rip your natural nail right off the nail bed. Ouch! Getting it off was a nightmare, often involving really aggressive filing. Plus, the fumes, not good for your lungs. It was just so problematic that a lot of states finally said, nope, you can't use this in salons anymore. But here's the twist in the story. MMA's chemical cousin, HEMA, often gets a bad rap just because it has a similar name. It's like it's being blamed for its relative's bad behavior. It's time to clear HEMA's name. So let's be super clear about this. This is HEMA. And the most important thing you need to remember is HEMA is not banned in professional nail products. It's a totally different chemical from MMA with its own unique structure and a completely different set of rules when it comes to safety. And if you're skeptical, just look at where else HEMA is used safely every single day. It's in the stuff dentists use to bond things to your teeth. It's used in medical devices. It's even in soft contact lenses that people put directly in their eyes. These are not industries that mess around with safety. And yes, it's also a key ingredient in professional nail products like gels and acrylics. Now, the key word here is professional. HEMA is perfectly safe, but it has to be used correctly. That means a trained nail tech who knows what they're doing, using proper ventilation, making sure it doesn't get all over your skin, the works. The issue isn't the chemical itself, it's all about how you use it. It's a matter of education, not a ban. And this really gets us to the heart of the matter, understanding the massive difference between something being regulated versus something being restricted. This is the exact point that trips up everyone, from salon inspectors to nail students. And look, this quote from our source material just hits the nail on the head, pardon the pun. It says, "A recurring compliance issue nationwide is the incorrect assumption that all methacrylates are prohibited. This is false." Boom. That's it. That's the myth we're busting today. Not all methacrylates are created equal, and they're certainly not all banned. This graphic here from the Louisville Beauty Academy does a great job of showing the difference visually. You've got MMA on one side with all the warning signs, and on the other side you have HEMA, which is totally okay for professional use. They are two different things, period. Let's break this down side by side. Look at MMA. Status: restricted. Why? Because of those big health risks we talked about, the crazy adhesion and dangerous removal. Now look at HEMA. Status: permitted. The main thing to watch for with HEMA is the potential for skin allergies if it's not applied correctly. See the difference? One is about physical danger. The other is about proper, careful application. And if you look at how regulators actually handle this, like the Kentucky Board of Cosmetology, they're not going around trying to ban the entire methyl acrylate family. Not at all. They're focused on making sure products are labeled correctly, manufacturers are upfront about what's in them, and that nail techs are using them the right way. It's about being smart, not just banning things. So, why does any of this really matter? Why get so hung up on the difference between two chemicals? Well, because this confusion has some very real consequences for everybody involved. I mean, think about it. You've got state inspectors handing out fines for perfectly legal products, you have beauty schools teaching the wrong information to new nail techs, and then you have professionals who are scared or confused about the products on their own shelves. All of this just chips away at trust and safety in the industry because everyone's worried about the wrong thing.
Okay, so what can we do about it? Whether you're a nail pro or a client, it really comes down to 3 simple things. 1. Know your products. Read the labels. Understand what's in them. 2. Follow the safety rules. No shortcuts. We're talking ventilation, gloves, proper application. All of it is non-negotiable. And 3. Ask questions. It's okay for a client to ask what's being used, and it's essential for a tech to be able to answer. Being informed is what keeps everyone safe.
Because really, at the end of the day, the solution isn't just to ban things. The most powerful tool we have is education. Just knowing the real story behind MMA and HEMA gives professionals the power to work safely and gives clients the power to make smart choices. It really makes you wonder what other industry myths are out there that we need to tackle next.